The Silk Road, a name that evokes images of camel caravans, exotic spices, and vibrant cultures. But behind this romantic vision were the real people who made this network of trade routes thrive. Among them, the Sogdians stand out as the unsung heroes. They were not emperors or conquerors, but merchants, diplomats, and skilled artisans. For centuries they dominated the Silk Road, connecting east and west with their business acumen and cultural adaptability. This essay delves into the world of the Sogdians, exploring their origins, their mastery of trade, their vibrant culture, and their lasting impact on the world. The Sogdians were the linchpins of the Silk Road. They were masters of trade and diplomacy. Their story offers a fascinating glimpse into a world connected by commerce and cultural exchange. Join us as we journey along the Silk Road in the footsteps of these remarkable people. To understand the Sogdians, we must first travel to their homeland, Sogdiana. Nestled in Central Asia, Sogdiana was a land of stark contrasts. Towering mountains gave way to fertile valleys, nourished by rivers like the Zarafshan and the Kashkadaria. These rivers breathed life into the land, creating oases that bustled with activity. These oases were more than just sources of water, they were centers of life for the Sogdians. Cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Panjikent flourished in these fertile pockets, becoming important stops along the Silk Road. The Sogdians were shaped by this land. They learned to adapt to its challenges and harness its resources, skills that would serve them well in their journeys across Eurasia. The Sogdians were not a monolithic group. Their identity was a rich tapestry woven from various cultural influences. Situated at the crossroads of civilizations, Sogdiana was a melting pot of cultures. Persians, Turks, Indians, and Chinese all crossed paths in this vibrant land, leaving their mark on Sogdian culture. This cultural fusion was reflected in their language, art, and religious practices. Sogdians were renowned for their openness to new ideas and their ability to bridge cultural divides. This adaptability was key to their success as merchants and diplomats on the Silk Road. They moved effortlessly between different worlds, fostering connections and understanding across vast distances. The Silk Road was more than just a trade route. It was a network of relationships, and the Sogdians were masters at navigating this complex web. They were the caravan kings of the Silk Road, transporting goods and ideas across thousands of miles. Their caravans, laden with silk, spices, ceramics, and precious metals, traversed treacherous deserts and mountain passes, connecting the empires of the East and West. The Sogdians' success stemmed from their deep understanding of the Silk Road. They knew the best routes, the most profitable goods, and how to navigate the cultural complexities of this vast network. They were shrewd businessmen, establishing trading colonies and forming alliances along the way. Their entrepreneurial spirit and ability to adapt to different cultures made them the undisputed masters of Silk Road commerce. Section 5. A world-connected Sogdian communities across Eurasia. The Sogdians were not content with just traveling the Silk Road. They established a network of communities that stretched across Eurasia. From the bustling bazaars of Constantinople to the imperial court of Tang China, Sogdian enclaves thrived, testament to their adaptability and entrepreneurial spirit. These communities, often centered around Sogdian temples or trading houses, provided a familiar haven for merchants far from home. These communities were not merely outposts of Sogdian culture, they were vibrant centers of cultural exchange, where Sogdian language, art, and ideas mingled with local traditions. They facilitated the flow of goods, knowledge, and religious practices, playing a crucial role in shaping the cultural landscape of Eurasia. The Sogdians were not just traders, they were cultural ambassadors, weaving together the diverse threads of the Silk Road into a vibrant tapestry. Section 6. The Tongue of Trade, the Sogdian Language and Script. Imagine a language echoing through the bustling marketplaces of the Silk Road, a language understood from the Mediterranean shores to the heart of China. That was Sogdian, the lingua franca of the Silk Road. As Sogdian merchants traveled, their language spread, bridging cultural and linguistic barriers. The Sogdians were also pioneers in writing. They adapted the Syriac script to create their own writing system, which spread along the trade routes. This script, with its distinctive characters, can be found on documents, letters, and even graffiti along the Silk Road, silent testament to the wide reach of the Sogdian language and culture. It was a language of commerce, diplomacy, and everyday life, facilitating communication and understanding across vast distances. Section 7. Bridges of Faith, Sogdians, and the Spread of Religions. The Silk Road was not just a conduit for goods and ideas, but also for religious beliefs. The Sogdians, known for their tolerance and adaptability, played a significant role in the spread of different faiths along these routes. While they originally followed their own pantheon of gods, they embraced new religions encountered on their journeys. Buddhism, Manichaeism, Christianity, and Islam all found adherents among the Sogdians. They built temples and monasteries along the Silk Road, providing sanctuary for pilgrims and missionaries. They translated religious texts, facilitating the transmission of religious ideas across cultural and linguistic barriers. They were not just traders, they were facilitators of faith, helping to shape the religious landscape of Eurasia. Section 8. Colors of the Silk Road, Sogdian Art and its Legacy. The Sogdians were not just merchants and diplomats, they were patrons of art, and their artistic achievements reflected their cosmopolitan outlook. Sogdian art was a vibrant fusion of styles, borrowing elements from Persian, Indian, Greek, and Chinese traditions. This eclectic mix is evident in their exquisite murals, sculptures, and textiles. Their murals, often found adorning the walls of tombs and temples, offer a glimpse into their lives and beliefs. Scenes of banquets, hunting expeditions, and religious rituals are brought to life with vivid colors and intricate details. They were skilled weavers, renowned for their luxurious silk textiles adorned with elaborate patterns and motifs. Their art was a reflection of their world, a world enriched by the exchange of ideas and artistic traditions. Section 9. Power and Influence, the Sogdians on the world stage. The Sogdians were not a powerful empire like the Romans or the Han Chinese, but their influence was no less significant. They understood that real power lay not in military might but in economic and cultural influence. Their trading networks gave them access to information and resources, making them valuable allies and partners. They served as diplomats, negotiators, and advisors to rulers across Eurasia. Their knowledge of languages, customs, and political dynamics made them adept at navigating the complexities of international relations. They brokered deals, forged alliances, and helped to maintain peace and stability along the Silk Road. They were masters of soft power, shaping the political landscape through their economic and cultural influence. Section 10. The Setting Sun. Decline and Enduring Legacy of the Sogdians. The Sogdian sun, which had shone so brightly for centuries, eventually began to set. The rise of new powers, coupled with internal conflicts and the changing dynamics of the Silk Road, led to their gradual decline. The Arab conquests of the 7th and 8th centuries dealt a significant blow to Sogdian autonomy. Yet the Sogdian legacy lived on. Their language continued to be used for centuries after their political decline. Their artistic traditions influenced cultures across Eurasia. Their descendants were absorbed into new societies, carrying their heritage with them. Like the fading echoes of a forgotten melody, the Sogdians' influence lingered long after their political decline. Section 11. An Enduring Legacy, the Sogdians' Mark on History. The Sogdians might be gone, but their story is far from forgotten. They left an indelible mark on the world, shaping the course of history through their trade, their culture, and their connections. They remind us that history is not just about empires and conquests, but about the countless individuals who, through their everyday actions, connect cultures and shape the destiny of nations. Their story is a testament to the power of cultural exchange and the enduring legacy of the Silk Road. The next time you encounter a beautiful piece of silk, a vibrant mural, or a new idea, remember the Sogdians, the unsung heroes who connected our world.